First Dibs question of the day, sponsored by Trantolo and Trantolo. Let their family help your family. Personal injury law firm. Been doing it for 85 years. Hartford, Waterbury, Bridgeport, New Haven, and Torrington, and now infiltrating that state of New York in Riverhead and Melville with a couple of new cool offices there. And to get a hold of Trantolo and Trantolo, as always, dial 9-844-999-9999. Who's going to be the biggest star this year? Now that Stephon Castle and Cam Spencer and Klingon are gone at Uconn men's basketball.
Uconn men's basketball last night, a 102-75 victory over Rhode Island in an exhibition game. I think people, if they watched that game, if they didn't know that Solo Ball is as good as he is, he was 7 for 10 from the field, was 3 for 6 from 3, did finish with the high score of 18 points. Right behind him, though, was 17 and 3 for 5 from the field was the newcomer. I'd say he's the old man of the group, Aiden Mahaney's from St. Mary's, all the way across the country, so he looked good last night. I'm still going to go with the projections and the draft prospect for next year, Liam McNeely. Like, just watching that guy in the court against other grown men or young men, 20-somethings,
right,
made me realize, yeah, this kid can do it, man. He can do it in so many different positions. I think what's going to make him very versatile here is just his ability to play multiple positions. And he is going to give UConn so many different looks in their lineup where you can go big with him in the lineup. You can go small with him in the lineup. I think he can play 1 through 5, but I don't know about perimeter defense, which was kind of lacking for everyone a little bit last night. But I love Liam McNeely. I think he's going to be a star here.
Yeah, we got to have some kind of nickname for Mahaney and McNeely because I keep getting them confused.
I know.
Other than the fact that Liam had a little headband on. But Caravan's still star to me. I think Terrace Reed Jr. can be so much more. That guy's so big and just immovable. You've got Singyari, who is from Mali, the same place.
Yusef's money, man. Has Yusef ever missed a shot? I don't know if Yusef's ever missed a shot. You know, he's only getting scrap minutes in the last 2 years, but it was 2 for 2 last night. I don't know if Yusef's ever missed a shot. And like you were saying, it's early. Come on, everybody.
I'm
pumping
hoping
brakes for it. We got a long way to go.
And Jalen Stewart are the wild cards. If those guys can step up another level, because it seems like guys that are held back by lack of playing time step up when they get 20, 25 minutes. And it's happened to so many of these guys, and that's why they hang out an extra year or two with UConn, where they could have gone somewhere else to start last year or the year before. So I get pumped for a lot of these guys that are going to get more playing time this year.
The biggest thing, if you want playing time on this team, kiddos, it's defense. It doesn't matter how many threes you're knocking down. Even ask Cam Spencer that. Like, he had to improve his defense to continue to be on the court, because if there's any kind of liability out there, you know, Coach Hurley is going to have it replaced real quick. I think Hassan Diarra's got a really good chance to have a serious impact as a point guard. Yep. If he's going to be running point and if he can minimize the turnovers. Like, when he got in there last year and had to take over at point, whether it's filling in for Tristan or whoever, you know, he was filling up the stat sheet in the assist column. And he is dynamic on defense. Like, he can just rip you. I think it happened real quick. Rip somebody, took it in for a layup, right back in their face as soon as they inbounds the ball.
And I agree with you, defense. The first half, because I think that guys were coming in and out and so quickly that you know, trying to give guys a little bit of playing time in an exhibition game.
Right.
Second half, they kind of had their probably main team that they're thinking about starting the season with. The turnovers kind of went away. The defense stepped up. And here's the thing that's always going to be the signature of a Dan Hurley team. They're going to be in much better shape than you in the final 20 minutes of the game. You might come out and absolutely look like gangbusters in the first 20. Second 20, they take over. They never lose any juice, and it's because of their conditioning. This is the most well-conditioned team you will ever see, not meaning 2024. Any team that Dan Hurley is coaching, he is going to put it to you, and so that when you step on the court, it's just like Gino. You've already practiced so hard, the game is going to seem simple to you when you actually get out there.
And this roster is extremely deep. That's why I really like this team, and I really think they have a chance. They have a chance to win back-to-back-to-back. Two guys that you didn't see much of last night, who I think, if as long as they stay in this program and follow the trajectory of the program, they are going to be superstars. Isaiah Abraham, people have not yet got to know, and I can't wait till they do because he is extremely athletic. And then Ahmad Noel was 2 for 2 for 3, so that's nice to see.
Yep.
And he only had 6 minutes. Ahmad needs it. Coach told us this in the summer. The faster Ahmad can pick up the defensive calls and the offensive playbook, it's a playbook there at Uconn men's basketball. As soon as he does that, the more minutes he's going to have at point guard. And he's great. He's great.
They're fun to watch, though.
They are fun to watch. A lot of options.
It's been a minute since we've seen them on the court. You're missing a bunch of obviously the back-to-back championship guys, but you still see the same Uconn of the way they move the ball, the way they attack the glass for rebounds,
the
and
way
stuff
they
like
yell
that.
at refs.
Dan Hurley, man, in rare form. I'm watching him, and I'm like, he's just chewing on the ear of the ref, and the ref just has a smile on his face, like he's got to be thinking, Dan, this is an exhibition game.
I know, it's be a long
Dan,
game.
this is an exhibition game.
A long
It's
game.
like, man, this is just an exhibition game. And he is just like, all of those Dan Hurley faces are in like mid-season 4. I can't believe that. I can't believe that call didn't go our way.
So stressed.
I know.
So stressed.
Love him.
But they look great, man. They look great. Even people are worried about the halftime score. Like, again, we're trying to figure a lot of stuff out. A lot of people got minutes, a lot of different combinations. Still a lot to work on before. I think first game's November. We got 2 full weeks before we get there.
All right. Peter King's trying to raise money for the school system in Enfield. He will join us next. Hall of Fame sports writer Peter King, one of the best in the business. I think the first year he's retired from the business at 67 years old. But
We're
Peter
bringing
King,
him back.
Connecticut native, will join us next on the Rob Dibble Show with Ben Darnell.